We have stabilized, I think, somehow, up against Corey Steelcutter. All right. Do we still lose? We got another Into the Flood Maw. That wouldn't be very cool. All right then, we did it somehow. We came back. Hello, welcome one and all. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, coming at you live on Twitch as we do at Average Zen Presents. Yes, it is a Ranked Wednesday edition. Perhaps you're watching on YouTube at a later date. If so, hello from the future. Or from the past, you're in the future. You say hello to me. We're just a big family. Zen community, bring it in. Big group hugs, everybody come on. There's a lot of you. I got to spread my arms really wide because there's like over 1,000 of you now on YouTube, and we are growing on Twitch as well. So if you'd like to check us out on either place or on Instagram, social media at Average Zen, yep, we're there. We're doing this thing, playing the game of Magic the Gathering online on Arena. And playing some cardboard. That's what we're doing today in Ranked Standard Best of 1. I will admit, we have been in a slog lately. The past couple of weeks, our decks have just not performed, not been up to our high standards of quality, and we're hoping to turn that around today, because not only are we on the diamond ladder, but we are playing with a Ugin, Eye of the Storm. This takes me back. This takes me back. It has been a while since I've played Standard with an Ugin in Standard. And it was a terror then, it's a terror now. You may have seen on the ladder a lot of people just playing Ramp to Ugin. Well, we're trying to be a little bit more nuanced about it. We're not playing mono green Ramp into Ugin, we're doing Orzhov. I think it offers us a bit more interaction options. And possibly some alternate win conditions. We shall see. Let's start out with the big drops. Ugin 4 of, Kaya Intangible Slayer 1 of, Overlord of the Mistmores 3 of, 2 Virtue of Persistence for removal and recursion for our Overlords, as well as maybe a Kutzel's Flanker or Beza should it become necessary. Invasion of Tolvada times 1, in case we can discard a Ugin via Bitter Triumph, or we're forced to discard an Ugin from a discard player. We can get it back, just as that. 5 mana, not too bad, as well as our Kaya. Or, Virtue of Persistence is also a permanent. Sunfall rides in, Day of Judgment, Temporary Lockdown, Bitter Triumph, Strategic Betrayal, Get Lost and Exercise make up our removal package along with Karn Silex, and we're running Bandit's Hall. Since we have so many crimes that we can commit with all this removal, I think it'll help us ramp with the also being a colorless spell and being a mana rock, but also the remove 2 loot counters from this artifact to draw a card. Doesn't seem terrible. A couple of Fountain Ports rounds us out. If you want the full deck list, you can always hit exclamation deck in chat or hover over. If you're watching later on YouTube, we should have an Architect link for you in the video description. You can hit it while you're down there. Kicking like and subscribe and comment, and if you already have, you are a superstar. We welcome you. And we're playing Begin Control, and now we're playing CTR Control. Okay. Yeah, they're on the play, but we do have a fair bit of removal here and some ramp. I think we can do this. Gorehound. All right then, let's buckle up. It's about to get nasty. No graveyard hate in sight. And this feels like a graveyard deck. All right, well, let's get our double white down, and we'll hold the rides end up. I don't know if we'll need it. Felidar Cub. Sweet. There's Elias Ilkor into the grave, so yes, they are almost certainly going to be bringing stuff back. So I think we save the temporary lockdown for now. No, we use the temporary lockdown now. We have quite a bit. We've drawn both of our exercises. Well, that's fine. Yep. Okay, go ahead and use that. All right, Starscape Cleric has got to go. They are filling up the graveyard. That means they have the Raise the Past in hand. They have it in hand. I think we just go Karn Silex and hope we survive, because apparently we cannot hit land drops to save our life. Not a great start, Shuffler. Don't appreciate this. Hit our turn 4 ramp and not our turn 3 ramp. Amalia, sweet. I mean, they have the Raise the Past in hand, right? So it doesn't even matter if we use the Karn Silex. And there's a tap land. Well, let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. Auto pay. And then they Raise the Past, and we have not found our Kutzel's Flanker or Strategic Betrayal. And so we lose. We got 3 copies of Graveyard Hate and found 0 of them and found 0 ramp. And our opponent just had it. Shuffler, you're playing games with us. We have answers for this. But yeah, we got to get them in hand. Well, let's see if we can get a better draw. Would be nice. We have so much removal. We have so many ways to take care of that board. But if we don't draw lands, if we don't hit the removal, then yeah, we're just doomed. Rage 183. Let's go. Okay, Ugin in hand is not exactly... Okay, where were you, Strategic Betrayal? Where were you last game? We actually could have cast you. Oh, I'm not crazy about this, but at least we have an Ugin in hand. All right, Rakdos. No, not Rakdos. But they sure did put that dragon in there fast, didn't they? I think we have another graveyard deck. This time we're ready. This time we are ready. Oh, Tursa. Yes. There it is. All right, we definitely use Strategic Betrayal this turn. It will hurt a little bit, but I think it's worth it. Wish we could have ramped there, but no point in doing that. Tursa, ×2. Sweet. And they refill the graveyard again. Wonderful. Sweet. Great news, everyone. So glad that they could draw all the cards they needed and get a Rakdos joins up. And that means, unless we hit a land next turn, we lose. Oh, wait, no, we can. We can absolutely hit a land next turn. Because we had the Hedron Archive. It's like we planned for that, you know? It's almost like we planned for it. And they hit a Zombify. Wonderful. We, you know, with you, you'd think that we never even played the thing we were trying to play. All right, well, let's exercise the Vault-Born Tyrant. And pass the turn. Have you got more graveyard stuff to dredge up? We're at 10. We can ride in the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Bitter Reunion. Come on, really? Really? What do you got now to pick? They're just drawing the nuts every single time, aren't they? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Well, I guess we have to block so that we don't take lethal damage. All right, what did they hit? Zatalpa. Excellent. So glad we could be here for that. And we'll get rid of Zatalpa. And then more than likely just straight up lose, right? We just straight up lose. Yep. Do they go after Ugin? Nope, they don't go after Ugin, so we probably lose here. What do they hit? Come on. Oh, come on. Really? 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 What? Perfect draws. That's all they need. Well, that's all you got to do to beat us is just get perfect draws every single time. I wish we were so fortunate. Man. All right, we're 0-2. We are 0-2. Bamboozled. That's how I feel right now. Thank you, Bamboozled, for expressing our feelings. All right, well, they're on the play. We have removal. We have Akaya. Firebrand Archer. Oh, okay. Well, I'm tempted to bitter triumph that and toss the Kaya and hope that we get Invasion of Tavalda. But I think the correct answer here is just temporary lockdown. Absolutely, yes. All right, cool. I mean, the worst they can do here is this town ain't big enough, I think. Yeah, I'm going to miss temporary lockdown when it's gone. The new Ultima spell, though, looks promising, but you'll never hit it in time for it to matter. Sleight of hand, cool. Alright, they have used quite a bit of resources here to make sure that they've gotten their second spell. Alright, I think we go Bandits Hall. And we will hold up the Bitter Triumph, just in case they pump that monk up too big. Alright, yep. Card draw away. Firebrand Archer. Not especially worrisome. Let's see, we're on 4-5. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard the Kaya. And we get a little Bandit Hall charge token there. Let's go ahead and Day of Judgment. Hold up the Bitter Triumph. All right, I like to see that. Hopefully no, come on, no whammies. No whammies. Crash through. You know what? We will pay 3 life for the... You know what? Yeah. We'll pay 3 life. I don't even care. Just to keep them from having a creature. They can probably burn us down now, but... okay, no, we don't need to land. We will play Impending Overlord and try to come back from the breach here. I don't think the 1 toughness is going to help us out, though. All right, come on. We need a good hit off the top here. We need a good draw. Into the Flood Maw. All right. That was a 1 of. They hit a 1 of. To put us to 4. 1 card in hand. And we hit a freaking land. Yeah, sure. We will auto pay. And go ahead and remove 2 loot counters and try to find... Oh, come on with the lands, man. What? Why? Why? Alright, we have a Get Lost. And we can make tokens. If they have a lightning strike, we just lose, right? Alright, we get the thing. Let's make a treasure token. Temporary lockdown part 2 is not really what we want to see. Let's sacrifice the treasure token and draw a card. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Okay, finally found an Ugin. Now we have a blocker. Can we come back from 3 life? Well, let's create a treasure token just in case that's a spell pierce. I mean, they have nothing to remove, though. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, let's attack. That may be silly, but we're attacking. And let's play Ugin. Then we'll submit 0. That's the saddest Ugin I've seen. Our opponent has nothing on the board. This is the worst. Alright, let's gain some life and draw a card. Beza. Okay, we'll do that. Would you like to spell pierce this? Alright, we gained some life back. Okay, good. Well, we have stabilized, I think, somehow. Up against Corey Steelcutter. Oh, okay, so it wasn't a 1 of. It was not a 1 of. Alright, crash through. Of course they play that after we've played the Ugin. The worst timing ever. Worst timing ever. What is this crash through? Alright. Do we still lose? Alright, they have a 4-3. We absolutely block there. We absolutely block here. And we absolutely block there. Take some damage. Once again, we're going to gain 3 life and draw some cards. Come on. Oh. All right. All right. We got another Into the Flood Maw. That wouldn't be very cool. Alright then, we did it somehow. We came back. Is this the turnaround? Do we finally start getting our opponents, outside their optimum draw scenarios? Hey, Tony Marie, appreciate you joining us. We are on the struggle bus today already. Alright, so we're 1-3. 1 for 3. Snow Mantis, will you allow us to improve our win rate? By not getting a perfect draw. Oh, we're even on the play. What? Alright. This could do something. We can do something with this. Until they duress us, which is exactly what's about to happen. Yep. Cool. Let's just go ahead and mute you. I bet you they take the Virtue. Yep. It tells me they are not a graveyard deck. They are just straight discard. Oh no. Okay. Carrot Cake. Orzhov versus Orzhov Violence, huh? Alright then. Well, we're not gonna get lost to Carrot Cake. We did find another strategic betrayal, though. That's cool. I think we just go ahead and use that so we get that out of their hand. Or so that this one less card they see in our hand. Maybe they won't expect the second one. They do see the Kutzel's flanker, though. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and play our Overlord. They know about that. I want to wait for them to level up Caretaker's talent before we get lost it. Draw your card. And you get a Builder's Talent. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we're going to go with a Hedron Archive and attack. Alright, so that puts us on 6 mana now. So we're 1 off an Ugin. Come on, level up that Caretaker's Talent. Or the Builder's Talent. Either one. Sure. Another Carrot Cake. Okay. Would love to see, one of our many board wipes right now. Temporary Lockdown, Wrath, or Day of Judgment. Sweet. That's not it. That is not it. Alright, let's go Impending. And attack. And we'll wait and see what they throw out because get lost. I'm guessing that they're going for Kaya, if I had to guess. Yeah, we're definitely going to block, and we're definitely going to block because we have no removal. We have no board wipes. Where are our board wipes? Caretaker's Talent number 2. I don't know why they didn't play that first combat. Okay. And we'll make a copy of that. Sweet. That's a good amount of card draw. Well, let's go ahead and destroy that. They've already drawn the cards. Yeah, put your +1/+1 counters on your wall or your rabbit. And we're just praying for a temporary lockdown now, aren't we? That's not it. That is not it. Okay. Any board wipe will do. Any board wipe will do. Sure. Is it sunfall time? I would love a sunfall right now. All right. Draw. All right, let's scry. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Get out of here. There's the sunfall. And we hit a bandit's oh, more ramp. More ramp. Come on. Where's the action? We got 4 of Ugin, 1 of Kaya, 4 Overlord, or 3 Overlord into this more. There's Kaya. Uh-huh. 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 All right, we need a board wipe. And we drew more ramp. And we drew more ramp. Yep, go for it. This is ridiculous. Okay. Just look at this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. We have 4. And we have cut 0 lands. And we had 5. They just destroyed 1. We drew no board wipes, even though we have 3 temporary lockdowns, 2 Day of Judgments, and 1 Sunfall. This is ridiculous. I don't know how we can win with being sabotaged like this over and over and over again. Uber Ketak. So much for our comeback. We're just fighting just to have a normal game. There is no way this deck should be failing this hard. But we cannot get a single thing that matters. Look at this. And 3 lands on the top. Okay, I see what you're doing, and I don't like it. All right, ramp to Ugin time. That's what they're doing. And they're doing the same thing what we're doing, but they're gonna do it a lot faster. All right, we have to get down the bandits hall. We have to keep up with the ramp. And then we still have 4 lands. How do we have 4 lands left in hand? How do we have 4 lands left in hand? Yep, there it is. All right, They've ramped very much harder than us. And another land. Are you kidding me? 5 lands in hand. I think we might as well keep the archive, huh? And it's too bad this strategic betrayal, sorcery speed. It really, really needs to be not sorcery speed to be effective at all. I mean, Edict is not sorcery speed. Edict's instant speed. Like, okay, this is Dragonback Assault. I'm sorry. All right, then. And they make another dragon, and there's very little we can do about this at this point if we do not hit a board wipe. And they're just going to keep on hitting. Oh, are you kidding me? Look at this. Where are our board wipes? Okay. Thanks for the spot removal. We still have 3 lands in hand. That's got to go. That's not all we need. And it's all lands or no lands. That's what it is. It's been this way for months. I don't know what the heck they did over there on the servers. The anti-conspiracy theorists will tell me they've done nothing. This is variance. Well. Okay. Well, they got a bunch of dragons. Are they gonna... Yep. Saddle up the lumbering world wagon. Go for it. And we will discard a card. I think we can afford to discard a land. At least that will keep them from repeatedly making dragons guaranteed every turn. Well, now we still need a board wipe. And there's the Ugin. There it is. There it is. Luckily, we have nothing that they can exile. Oh, okay, there's the board wipe. There it is. Just took forever. Cool. After they've got Ugin down, it just doesn't seem to matter anymore. Wonderful. And they can ultimate Ugin now. Let's do that. And then we can exercise the Dragonback Assault. And that still leaves us with Ugin. And there we go. I guess we can do... No, we can't do that. I guess we draw a card. Just because we have nothing else. We literally have 0 we can do. Beza. Okay. Wonderful. Only took us 15 turns to find a board wipe. Overlord of the Haunt Woods. And they're just sitting on a handful of... Come on. They're just sitting on a handful of colorless spells waiting to exile our stuff. I know they are. At least we get to draw some cards. There's our Ugin. In time to do 0. In time to do nothing. Because you can't exile the other Ugin. God. This is our luck. This is what we get. This is what happens. Yep. And now they have a second Ugin that they didn't even bother to do the -11. They didn't even bother. They just straight up replaced it. They care that little about our board. Can we come back from this? Late game Land of War Elf? Anyone? Oh man, I bet they wish they had that Dragon back assault right now. Oh, look at us. We have 2 Ugins. Yep. Of course they have a negate. Why wouldn't they have a negate? Absolutely stupid. This is so stupid. This is not Magic the Gathering. I love playing Magic the Gathering. This is not Magic the Gathering. A random shuffle would never do this over and over and over and over again. No lands, all lands. No lands, all lands. You get multiples of everything before you draw one of any other different card. No, this is flawed algorithms. Master Mouse. All right then. Well, we don't have any ramp and a Kaya in hand. Our only interaction is Karn's Silex, which is too slow. Okay, now we have no black mana, 2 Bandit's Halls, and an Hedron Archive. I don't. Okay. And we don't even have a 3rd land to get there. I guess we're keeping this. And we're tossing Ugin, and we're tossing Beza. And we get slow land. We only have 3 or 4 tap lands in our whole deck, but we managed to find 2 of them already. We found 2 of them last game. And now we're hitting, okay. Here we go again. Just stacked lands on top of stacked lands. No. Arena is not Magic the Gathering. Don't be confused. Do not be confused. This is its own special thing. You have to have a love-hate relationship with yourself if you want to play on the ranked ladder. All right. Well, let's go ahead and Kutzel's Flanker and Scry and see what's on top. We have a Snakeskin Veil. Is that what we're looking at here? That does seem to be the case, doesn't it? Okay. All right. More land on top and ramp spells. Yeah, your Snakeskin Veil was holding priority here, man. There you go. We'll make them use it, though. We'll ride in when they attack, and then we'll use our last card in hand to get rid of Bristly Bill on our turn if we have to. Enduring Vitality. All right. I'm guessing land and then put a counter on Enduring Vitality. No? Well, that's good news. That is good news. Let's go ahead and exile Enduring Vitality. Yep, there's the Snakeskin Veil. And then we get rid of Bristly Bill. Nice. It was a rough road to get there, but we did it. Kami of the Whispered Hopes. That gets them counters and mana. Alright then. Return to... Okay. Well, that's a 1 mana, that's a 3 mana, that's a 3 mana. Temporary lockdown is no good. So I guess we're casting the Overlord of the Mistmores. And blocking. Where was the temporary lockdown last turn? Or the turn before that? The only good news here is that we're on par with their mana generation, or only slightly behind because of Enduring Vitality. Oh my goodness. Bristly Bill, Heritage Reclamation. We cast both Bristly Bills. Alright. Well, we absolutely have to temporary lockdown now. Glad we still have that in hand. Hello? Can't do anything about that Kami. Ah, come on. Where's our board wipes? Where's our Day of Judgment? Where's our Sunfall? Seems like I'm asking for those a lot. And they kill our Overlord. Sweet. Alright, well, we absolutely temporary lockdown. And we will pay 3 life to kill the Kami, leaving them once again with just the Enduring Vitality, which by itself is not horrible, but it's going to get worse. And if they take care of the temporary lockdown, we're back to square one. Nothing to use the demolition field on. They're running basic for. This feels like a really, really perfectly sculpted match-made game, doesn't it? Alright then. Sweet. Alright, no blocks. Can we hit something real? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Everybody, let's take a deep breath because this has been a frustrating morning. This has been a very, very frustrating morning. Once again. Once again. There we go. Sweet. Warden of the Grove. All right, wait, board wiper, nothing. Board wiper, we lose. We have dug so hard for it. We have dug so hard for it. We've missed so many land drops. Well, no, we 5, 6, 7, 8. This is ridiculous. A strategic betrayal. All right, then. All right. What do I have to do? This is terrible. I feel terrible. Because this is out of our control. This is completely out of our control. RNG is absolutely destroying us today. Not our opponents. We have all the answers for every single game that we played today. We have had answers for every single thing. Look at this. Oh, you're messing with me now. You're messing with me now. We've had answers for every single thing. We've just never drawn them. Not when we needed them. And now we have Corey Steelcutter. And an Ugin in hand. Maybe we should have waited for the Corey Steelcutter. Well, there's the slick shot, so that means it's coming next. Which is a good time to play Get Lost. There's the slick shot. Stock up. All right, we'll take that. I guess they didn't have the Corey Steelcutter. For once, our opponent does not have the perfect draw. Maybe we stand a chance. Never mind. We're going to get bricked on lands. Never mind. Why? Why would we possibly ever win? We're only running ramp. We're only running... Okay. Land. All right, good. We need that. Maybe next turn we can afford to Hedron Archive. Can they cast a second spell? Size pointy yes. There it is. All right. And then Ugin cannot even get rid of both Corey Steelcutters, even if we do manage to survive that long. They went from 0 to 2 Steel Corey in 2 turns. And we once again get bricked on lands. It's all lands or no lands, as I've said. All lands or no lands. And we lose. And we lose. We don't draw the temporary lockdown when we need it. We don't draw lands when we need them. We don't draw... Even when we have the lands and the mana rocks, then we don't draw the win conditions when we need them. That is exactly what has happened today. All day so far. God. Again, you have to be into self-torture to do this for more than a few hours at a time. When you actually get to play Magic, then it gets to be fun. But so far we have not been playing Magic together. Oh, we finally found an invasion of Tavalda, but nothing to use it on. No black mana, no problem. Okay, yeah, we'll just get all our 5 and 7 drops and no ramp. No black mana. There's Corey Steelcutter again. Oh, Scalding Viper. Mana value 3 or less. All right, then. Screaming Nemesis. Cool. All right, then. Well, we need the Bandit's Hall, and we'll take some damage for that. Now that means we can go Sunfall next turn. Maybe that saves us. Heartborn Battler. Alright, down to 7. Of course, all their stuff has haste, so we'll probably be dead next turn. Okay, well, that's 4, 5, 6. So we go Strategic Betrayal, that's fine. Hedron Archive. Crack the token. And no attacks. We probably should have waited on the token. Ghost Vacuum, eh? What you up to with that? And do we have another case where we're gonna not be able to play anything? Okay, well, let's just Ugin then, I guess. We don't get to exile anything, but we do get to gain life. Uh-huh. Hey, we got some damage in. Look at us go. And let's gain some life and draw a card. Play our land for turn. We'll go ahead and hard cast this guy. And I think, unless they give us a better target, we want to exercise the Ghost Vacuum just in case. Alright, but we had the ultimate up on Ugin. Finally! Finally! See, when Ugin shows up to the party, we win! When we finally get the mana, and when we have the mana and removal in Ugin, we win! Finally, the deck did what it's supposed to do. We finally got a decent draw, and our opponent did not get a perfect draw, and so we win. Easy peasy. Let's do it one more time. God knows we paid for it. We have paid for it. I'm scared. Taco Marauder. The Virtuous. Please, have mercy. Oh my God. Look at this. Okay. Don't tell me hello. I know what that means. Well, let's go. Hey, here you go. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Yay. Alright, we're picking up our removal. We're hitting land drops. We're doing everything right this time, right? This is what it's got to be. This is what it's got to be. Any day, Taco Marauder. This is a very strange thing to say. Boros. Double case. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that we, okay, never mind. I was going to say, I'm kind of hoping that we would hit our Strategic Betrayal, or Kutzel's Flanker here. It seems relevant. But our opponent doesn't seem to be getting any lands, so I think we're fine. Yeah, we got Ugin mana next turn. I think we win. Hey, and we even have something we can exile. We'll even pay the 3 life. And we have Ugin. I grant you a boon. Ugin backed up by removal. Sorry, Ugin backed up by Beza in removal. This could be good. Ugin backed up by removal, exercise, and Beza, and now we have a bandits counter on bandits all, and we can ultimate Ugin. I think this is appropriate. Let's go.
What does the scouter say about his power level? Over 9,000!
Hyper combo finish!
We did it. We did it. We got there. At the end of the show, we got there. I love it. I love it. It took us a while. I'm not convinced that the deck is as bad as we made it look today. I'm willing to play it, and I will keep playing it on the ladder because I think it works. Is it as strong and fast as some of the other decks? No, but it certainly can answer anything in the meta as long as Shuffler is not completely screwing you over. So if you're not me, you may have better luck with this deck. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed Begin Control, which is a matchup of Beza and Ugin at any rate. As always, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering when you're able to have fun because Shuffler lets you. Yes.